Pisces season is here, my friend. Let's talk about Pisces season and where our moon is hanging out this week because, my friend, we've got some things happening. Hey, my friend, a happy new day, happy new week. Danie Simonese here, your spiritual healer, helping you find clarity on your spiritual journey. One of my favorite things to do is to help you remember who you are, why you came here, your soul's beautiful flow, its beautiful pathway, its purpose, because my friend, we are all here. We all came with a purpose, with a reason for this time in this place. And we do this through the lens of astrology so that we can strip away those ancestral, those societal, those generational belief systems that no longer serve who you are and who you now choose to be. My friend, I'm excited to be here back with our weekly sidereal forecast, astrology forecast. So if you are new here, hey, my friend, what's up? Welcome. I'm glad you found us. This is Keeping It Real with Sidereal. I am Danie Simonese, and we talk about sidereal astrology on this channel. We're going to be talking about more stuff coming up in this new quarter. Can you guys believe we're almost in April? All right, so let's kick off what we have going on. I'm going to share my screen. We're going to talk about where our moon is hanging out. If I can find my, yeah, there you go. My friends, I recorded these live. I don't edit them because I just feel like this is what it is. If you're looking for a really edited channel, this is not it. Okay, we're keeping it real here. Keeping it real. Okay, so we begin this week, not on Sunday, March 26th, but on Monday, March 27th, 8 a.m. here. You can see we have our sun is at 11 degrees Pisces. So Pisces season, let's talk a little bit about Pisces season before we jump into where our moon and all the things that are happening, because there are some things happening in Pisces season, and I'm going to do a video just about Pisces season. So I'm not going to talk too much about Pisces, so look out for that. But Pisces season is, Pisces is the end of the zodiac sign. It's actually the last of the zodiac signs. Of the 12 signs. So we begin with Aries and we end with Pisces. So in sidereal astrology, we did move in to Pisces just was it last week? Yeah, on the 15th, we moved into Pisces season. And so Pisces season is all about endings. And in this particular year, with the way that the planets are lined up, as a matter of fact, this week you'll be able to see them lined up in our sky. 5 of them, which is pretty cool. And I'll show you which ones because we can see that on our astrology chart here. But Pisces is really, this season is about the closure. It's about it's like tying the knot right on the top of the package. It's like putting the bow on it. It's like completing it. We're bringing it to an end. We're closing things. We're not bringing things into the new year because Aries is our new year. Aries season is our new year. We are not there yet. We have just started spring, which means we're clearing, right? Spring cleaning. We're clearing things out so that we can begin our new year with a clean slate, fresh, sparkly, and shiny. So Pisces is a water sign. And so our water energy, which happens to be our emotional aspect of us, that creativity energy, that more feminine, flowy type energy, that receiving energy, right? This is the energy that we're in. And with Pisces, it's really about like transcending beyond. So transcending beyond this time and this space and this reality, right? It's coming up into the dream world or to another dimension, another realm, another place, right? It's really going past that. And so in order for us to be able to do that, because Pisces is like, let's do it. let's go. Right? I'm ready. I'm so ready. Like I'm done. But there are things that we have to clear out before we can do that. Right? There's things that ways that we have imprisoned ourselves. Pisces often is known for those imprisoning ideas, right? Of locking us up, right? I often say when I teach about astrology, um, I'm actually talking about the 12th house, which is where Pisces is, what it Pisces rules our 12th house on our natal charts. But that's the house of endings. It's the house of like all the things go to die, so to speak. It's like we haven't dealt with some stuff, and now it's kind of coming to like, are we going to do something about this, or are we going to keep trucking along the next year with that same baggage, right? With those same belief systems that have gotten us to where we are now, that are in many ways serving us. I'm going to do a whole video. I have so much to say about this, and I've got to share it, and I just need to do it. Because there's this idea, right, about I don't want to get into it, but I want to get into it. I'm like so torn right now in my head because my friend, I'll just say this. We must clear before we can move forward. We must do the healing. We must look at the things before we can move forward. It's as if you want to go out on a date, maybe with your loved one, maybe with your current partner, or maybe somebody you got your eye on, or maybe you're just testing out and you've been working all day. And instead of going home, which there's going to be traffic, it's going to be it's going to be a long drive, and taking the shower, and then you got to redo the makeup and the hair, and you got to do, got to change the outfit, and it's just like, that's a lot of work. I don't know if I want to do that. So instead, you go to the convenience store, whatever that might be, you buy the things, you do the things, you clear the stuff, you throw on some perfume, and you go on your date. That is what it's like, my friend. You got some stinky stuff going on, but you're trying to cover it all up by that perfume. We don't want to do that. So that is why Pisces season is here for us to do the work. Okay, I'm done. Danie preaching section. I should have like a little thing that comes across here that says Danie preaching alert. So for those of you that don't want to hear the preach can move forward. Okay, so we start off with our moon in Taurus. It's at actually 24 degrees here at 8 a.m. Central Time, and that is in Taurus. So when the moon is in Taurus, Taurus is our energy of like chill. I just want to chill. I just want to take it easy. It's very in tune with our senses. And so you may feel like, I just want to take a break. I just want to chill out. I just want to maybe engage in something tangible or tactical, like getting into my work. Like I'm ready to get into my work, or I'm ready to get out in the garden and do something with my hands, right? Or maybe there's some crafting that is wanting to be done, some writing that is wanting to be done, but there is a very comfy, cozy, chilled out vibe when our moon is in Taurus, okay? And so we have that energy through our Monday, and then it's going to come up against our beautiful planet of Mars. And so we'll see a conjunction here of Mars on Tuesday. Now, when the moon is conjunct Mars, we've got it's also in Gemini. So it's this more social, courageous, enthusiastic energy. And so it's like, I just want to do something. I want to go after my dreams. I want to go after my desires. I'm ready to hit those goals. And so there's lots of energy towards let's go and do this, right? There's also, because it's Mars, there's like this warrior type energy of wanting to stand up for yourself, wanting to stand up for your family, your friends, the causes that you believe in, and just really standing up, like making a statement. There's impulsiveness here, there's impatience here. Reflexes are like quick and fast, and it's like, go, 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 right? It's I feel it and I'm going to do it, right? It's very impulsive. Now, really good for my entrepreneur friends. If you are selling something, this is a good combo because it's like, yes, I want to do it. Now, it's good energy to sell in. However, you want to make sure you're selling the right thing to the right person. But with that said, it's really good because it's like, I don't want to wait for it. I want it now. Make those sales. So the other thing is there is a lot of energy when the moon is conjunct Mars. There's a lot of energy. And so that energy needs to be expended. So that energy can get expended in a couple of different ways, which, some arguments, some frustrations, some, flipping off of the people in the cars as the things happen. I mean, that type of energy, right? Or you can do that in a healthy way, right? Clean the house, get a massage, go for a workout, go for a walk, go for a run, like move the energy, go take Zumba or something, right? Move the energy. The energy needs to get out, or else it's like bottled up in here and it's going to come out in probably a not so healthy way. So just make sure you keep that in mind. Now, moving on to Thursday, our moon will still be in the beautiful sign of Gemini, which is still more of that social energy. It's an air sign, so lots of thoughts, lots of thinking, but it is going to be in opposition to Pluto. Now, at this time at 8 o'clock, it's not going to be in opposition just quite yet, but throughout the day, as it is moving, it will hit the opposition to Pluto. Now, with the moon and Pluto opposition, we're going to see more of this inner type turmoil that is coming up. So there could be some relationship drama. There could be some mood swings that are like high, low, low, like I'm feeling good and now I'm sad. There could be some hopelessness, some fear, jealousy. Often we can see jealousy, control, obsessions, or obsessiveness over something. Definitely here with Pluto, that's very much Pluto energy. But the key here also is emotional manipulation. So I want you to watch out for that emotional manipulation. Somebody may be doing it to you, or you, if something's not quite healed in here, right? It may be bubbling up or surfacing up, and we may use emotional manipulation. So want you to keep that in mind as well. Like I said, there's kind of some things that are happening this week with our moon. This is why every week we do the Sidereal Astrology forecast for you, so you know where the moon's going to be, because that is our emotional energy. This is why we use astrology, to understand kind of how the planets are influencing us, and so how we know best to maneuver right through them. We're not saying this is what's going to happen, so go and hide in the corner. No, we're giving ourselves some insight to know, like, okay, if I'm feeling triggered, there might be something that I haven't dealt with that I need to deal with, or I know that there's a lot of really good positive energy. Like, I'm going to use that to my advantage to go do whatever it is that you might need to do. Now, we are going to have a couple of other things happening with some other planets, but I'm going to move on. I'm going to go through the moon and then I'll come back to those. And so the moon will be in Gemini. Oops, I'm going by hour, and I'm like, how come it's not changing? Will be in Gemini until all the way through about halfway through Thursday, and then it will move into Cancer. So when the moon is in Cancer, this is actually its home sign. Cancer rules the moon, and so the moon and the Cancer, it's like they're beautiful energy together. So there's lots of emotions, lots of nurturing and comfort energy that is coming through, and just wanting to like take care of self and others. You might feel like attached to the home, might want to be staying home more, or with your family more, or just like maybe not wanting to do the work, but wanting to be home. So there might be this like, right? Or maybe, again, other people in our lives, right? You know, they're wanting to go do something and you're just like, I just want everybody home. Why can't everybody just be home, right? Could be some of that happening. So I just want to give you that. But this is a really good time to take care of self. It's a really good self-care day, a really good time over the next couple of days. So this is Thursday, Friday. And then into Saturday. And then on Sunday, we'll move into Leo, which a completely different energy. But you might want to take Thursday through Saturday just to kind of nurture, take care of yourself, you know, get that massage, you know, hang out with self, you know, or hang out with your family or your loved ones, and just take care of you, right? Just take care of you, just get the nurturing that you need, because when we get into that fire energy, which will be in Leo, is where things will start to ramp up again. And we are headed into full moon next week, So we definitely, it's gonna be full moon in Virgo. So we definitely want to make sure that we are, you know, amping up for that energy for the full moon to do a nice celebration and release, and using that, like thinking about the intention that you did set at new moon. Okay, so let's go back. Oh, let's talk about Leo really quick. Leo is a fire energy. It's very creative energy. It's fun energy. It can be dramatic. I just want to say that it can be a little bit dramatic, and it is going to be in opposition to Saturn. So there is a little bit more of a restricting energy with this. So it might not be as flamboyant or as out there as it normally does like to be expressed. It's kind of being a little bit hindered. So I do want you to keep that in mind. But we also have a couple of other things that could be happening that could make us feel a little bit more sad and depressed. So I do want to shout that out too, because that could be the energy we're feeling on Sunday, like kind of woe is me, or dark cloud, everything's going wrong. Like that definitely can be the energy with Saturn. So let's go back really quick. And I want to talk about some of these things that are happening up here. So I did mention that we are going to have a beautiful sighting this week. I believe it is Wednesday night, where we're going to have these guys all visible in our sky. And that is that we have Mercury, Jupiter, well, this is Chiron, the sun, and Neptune. And so these guys will be visible in our sky. They're all here in Pisces. Now you probably won't be able to see all of them depending on where you are in the world, but they are going to be very nicely lined up. And you can see, right, they're so close right here. We even have, right, we have Mercury and Jupiter who are conjunct. We have Chiron who is also conjunct here. And then the sun is just a little bit outside of that. But we do have this really beautiful energy. So I did want to talk really quick about this conjunction right here that we have with Mercury and Chiron, because Chiron is getting really close here to Mercury on Wednesday. When we get into Thursday, it's getting a lit, like Mercury's trying to get away, right? But we've got Jupiter and Mercury still conjunct there until about Thursday. So you can see that they're still really close right here. So I just want to give you kind of a heads up with Chiron and Mercury. It's going to be exact. Looks like it was Sunday, but let me just confirm that for you as I pull this chart up here. I'm sorry, not Mercury. I'm sorry, the sun. I said that wrong. The sun and Chiron right here are going to be, they're going to be almost conjunct here. So they're getting closer and closer. So we'll talk more about that in our next forecast. But these guys are all so tight in our sky right now, but there could be some inner turmoil that is amplified here just for a bit as we see these planets getting closer, because Chiron, all of our planets, Venus, Uranus, Mercury, Jupiter, have all been conjunct Chiron. It's like they've all been passing by and, you know, high-fiving Chiron. And because of that, there's this, you know, Chiron is our wounds. It's our deepest wounds. And so those have been coming forward in different ways in our relationships and our conversations and our communication, right? In the way we're communicating with self, the way we're thinking about self or others. So a lot of this has been coming up and expanding. Like maybe there's been some things that you're wanting to do, and it's like these old like ideas are coming back to you, maybe that you thought you had dealt with, but there's deeper layers that are wanting to be revealed. So that is what we have coming up over this week, as well as a little bit about Pisces energy. And we do have some really cool things coming up next month, next month and next week, as I said, with the full moon, as well as that Chiron and the sun conjunction. So I'll talk more about that in the next video. So stay tuned for the next Sidereal Astrology forecast. All right. The last thing I want to tell you is if you want to learn more about Pisces season, again, I will be putting a video out about that. So make sure you are subscribed to the channel. And there is a Pisces guidebook that I have put together every single season. I put together a guidebook that has the energy of that season. So we talk about, first off, the spring season, right? The bigger season, but then each zodiacal season. So this season we are in is Pisces. So you'll see a little bit about Pisces energy, this current Pisces energy, the planetary shifts that we're going to have. It has the new moon and full moon dates in there, as well as kind of how to work with the energy. So we have essential oils to work with, crystals to work with, and we have some journal prompts in there every week that you can work through with the energy. And then at the end are some spring, because we are in the spring season, spring rituals that you can do to really help cultivate this energy of new beginnings. All right, my friend, you can find that and more down below in the description box. But let me know if you stood here to the end. Let me know what you're looking forward to this week, what you have going on this week, and maybe how about what you're celebrating, right? What are you celebrating this week? All right, my friend, have a great rest of your day. I'll see you soon. Bye.